right, so experimental probability is calculated after an experiment is performed. Looking at this table, it was an experiment of people that used their phone while driving and people that didn't, and seeing if they got in an accident. So first, this type of table is called a two-way table. The total number of people in the sample is 755. We know that because it's at the intersection of both the totals row and the totals column. So there are 755. The rows totals are 325 and 430. Remember, rows are horizontal. The columns totals, columns are vertical, are 70 and 685. Now, if you notice the 325 plus the 430, if we add them, and the 70 and the 685, if we add them, both add up to that grand total of 755. It's how this table works. If we were to add the 45 and the 280, it would add up to that total. If we add these two numbers, it adds up to the 430. If we add up these two numbers, it adds up to the 70. And if we add these two numbers, it adds up to the 685. That's how the two-way tables are all set up. Now, if we want to calculate the probability that a driver is a mobile phone user, remember, probability is what we want over the total possibilities. So, with this group, we want a driver. That's going to be the total group. That's the big group. So that's the bottom. The number of drivers was 755. So that's going to be on the bottom. Now we want the mobile phone users of this group. So that's going to be the top. So the total number of mobile phone users using their mobile phone. So there were 325 using their mobile phone. Calculate it, we divide them, so we end up with 0.430. So that's the probability of randomly picking a person that was using their phone while driving. The second part. Okay, so it says a driver, so that's our grand total. That's our bottom, so 755. Had no accident in the last year. So we look and see where it says had no accident in the last year. We look at that total, which was 685. That goes on top. Calculate the probability, divide. So the probability of picking a person that did not get in an accident is very, very high because 0.907 is close to 1. We have one more example. This one's a little bit different. So first, it's not just any driver we're looking at. It's a driver using a mobile phone. So the number, the driver using a mobile phone, there are 325. So that's our bottom. Now, of those, how many did not get in an accident? So 325 was the bottom. Those that did not get in an accident. So those are mobile phone. The 280 of the 325 did not get in an accident. So 280. That's got to be the top. To find the probability, we divide. get 325. So our probability is 0.861. The 5 rounds the 1 up to a 2, so it's 0.862.